the actual F. This F1 thing on the strip is gonna be crazy. Oh my god. I don't know in a good way. But I figured I'd want to check this out first. Because my favorite coffee spot is closed, so we're gonna have to score one at the place next door. But look at that. They've been building like freaks. I left for 72 hours. And they changed my entire town. Bastards. Oh, look, they got cameras up. And LEDs. Oh yeah, they're gonna be spying on everyone. Look at that. PTZs, infrared. Got all the joints. See, this was smart too. They put like that kind of chicken wire on it so people can't climb it. Otherwise, I'd be doing Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. And it's held down by a couple pieces of concrete. Pretty freaking boss. Can't believe it's 7 o'clock and freaking dark already. I guess that's a good thing. I like it. Ain't gonna complain. Let's go inside and see if I can score that coffee I've been wanting. Had a long day. I earned it. But this is intriguing. Look, they got lights over there, shining down right there. That's gonna be cool. I dig it. That whole apparatus is new. What do we got, 131 people? Nah, let's head inside for a bit. Greg, California's just not quite the same. Am I an honorary Californian now? I didn't have any issues with anyone. I mean, I saw a lot of people wanted to give me screw face and stuff for not like waiting at crosswalks and all the hellos. What's going on, man? They got the music in here. Hope we don't get spanked down. And make sure we're on their Wi-Fi. Yo, powerful, powerful Wi-Fi. They got all the beats blasting up in here. What up? Back from Cali. I gotta wait for this dude here. I don't know why our favorite bar's closed. It's freaking Friday night. They should be open, making all the monies. So back from California, that was a blast. I'm gonna do a little recap. And first, let me, before we get started, I need this coffee. Man, it was a long day. What did I do? I did, got my oil changed, got my tires rotated. That was all of about 4 hours. Freaking Walmart had a deal. Full synthetic Pennzoil with, I forgot, a Purelator filter for 48 bucks. It was like a rollback deal, so I jumped all over that. Because the thing of oil is 26 if you buy it at Walmart, plus the tax, and the filter's like 15 plus the tax. Score. So basically they did it, you know? So I was real happy about that. Although it took 3 hours, you know, other than that, you know, it is what it is. And I did a little shopping over there. I couldn't believe how expensive everything is. How you doing, man?
Good. Coffee?
Yeah, you know the deal. Americano, bro. Yeah. Nah, I'm just gonna sit at one of them tables over there. Yeah, the cup. Alright, I'm amped. And when I got my tires, when did I get my tires? Back in, what was it, like January? When they all got like psychoed. They included free rotations, so I'm gonna get me free rotations whenever possible. But it feels good to be back. What's up, Daniel? Alright, let me say hello to people while I'm waiting for my Americano. What do we got? Almost 200 people on already. That's freaking awesome. Jim Wolf, Sony, Angie, Janice, Venus, Sylvia. I'm gonna work on them. I got a bunch of pictures I gotta work on. I gotta get them out to you sometime tomorrow. Settling in from Cali, Chanel Fischel, Marie Bella, Jonathan. Who else is here? Angie, N90, Edward E. Yeah, you took a nap, bro? I took a nap too for like 2 hours. I don't know if I feel any better. I think I feel worse. If I'm totally honest. Mary Leathers, Ms. Google. Tom Mac. Gary M, Cindy. Alright, everyone's here. Joe Q. Stephen Lou. What? Who's hanging the curtain? So they probably can't see what. Yeah, I know. They're like trying to pull shenanigans on me or something. But they're closed. Why would they be closed? We're still gonna have the same coffee. I need it. Angry Swede, what's going on, bro? Carol. Yeah, we're gonna talk. A bunch of them raw sugar cubes and some. If you got 2%, I take the 2%. Whole's cool. Ain't gonna kill me. I ain't lactose intolerant. I don't know. I like the 2% in the coffee. Just is what it is. Craig, Jasper, Bruce. I like saying hello to everyone. So it's Friday night. Do I play video games now? I mean, I used to back in the day, but they just like turned into time thieves, you know? I mean, I always got like, you know, like I could, when I used to play video games, I'd be playing da-da-da-da-da, pra-pra-pra, you know, Battlefield and all that stuff. Next thing you know, it's sun will be up. I'd be like, holy shit. Because I ain't sleeping, man, you know, it's like that. So I just don't have time anymore. That's gonna be like, when I start winding down my career activities, I'm gonna get all back into it. I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna fish and play video games. That was my day. Well, it was, let's see, when did I leave? I got back last night from Cal. That was a long drive. That was a long-ass drive. Ran into all sorts of traffic on the 101, but the 101's beautiful, you know, follows the coast and everything. It's kind of boss. Far away from the music. Cool, bro.
I can push you out on that patio if you want. It's just closed for.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Awesome. Yeah, I was gonna.
I know you sit there.
In between you and I would have snuck in there anyway. And I'll come back and square you away and do all the good stuff. Got it? All right. I'll grab that. Woo. Cool.
All right.
Thanks, brother.
Time, let me know.
All right, I appreciate it. Oh, let me show you something. What up? Is that the coolest shirt ever? It's It's got my name on it. I finally have something with my name on it. You know how rare that is? I got something with my name on it. That is boss. Oh, I'll do a recap of the whole trip in a minute. Let me settle it. I know I'm gonna make a mess. That's why I had to ask for the let me turn this around. Napkins. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Very kind of that young lady. What do we got here? Oh, we got some ones that are about to mush. They be getting all mushy. Come on, focus. Focus. Don't focus on my thumb. Focus on the mush. Is my lens dirty? Maybe my lens is dirty. Hold on. That only happens when the lens is dirty. Maybe I put a big old thumbprint on it. Hang on a second. Thank you. It's Chanel Vigel. That's from Chris, Nat, and Frank. Well, it's from Frank. He got, my name is on it. I can't believe it. Oh, I just saw something pass by. Did I not see a super chat activity? Hold on. That would be terrible. Maybe that was from the other day. Thought I seen one slide on by. Oh, I gotta like my own video. Hold on. If I don't like it, how are you guys gonna actually freaking like it? Alright. Let's manipulate this coffee. Oh, that's a big one. Come on. It wants to focus. Psych. I love those sugar cubes. Alright. Let's do this before it turns into mushagad. Oh, it's mushagad. We gotta save one to eat. These people are so cool to me over here. And just like, Bror Fredrik, we love you. I'm just like, I love you guys too. Alright. I gotta wipe the schmutz on my pants. Oh, I got a drip on the good one. That's gonna suck later. Americano in the house. Yeah, let's ritualize for a minute. Yes, I got up at like 8 o'clock. That was like a 7-hour drive. I don't know why it took so long. It was a 7-hour freaking drive. I was all the way, took a tour all the way, went actually up into the Sierra Madre Mountains and took pictures. Because yesterday I didn't really have work to do. So I got up like super early and did stuff. I did something that, oh man, I am so happy I did. I went to the Ronald Reagan Ranch Center. Wow. I'm gonna do a photo drop. I took tons of photos when I was out there. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do an entire photo drop of all the pictures. But that was one of the greatest vacation experiences of my life, going and seeing the Ronald Reagan Ranch Center. My goodness. I was actually choked up most of the time I was there, and I'll explain why at a later date, which will be tomorrow. All right, Steve. Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, we need a bottle of sparkling water in our lives. I totally appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing you soon, bro. See, everyone digging my shirt? Look at that, it's got my name on it. Bro, it's like the only thing I own with my name on it. I am actually in love with this shirt. Alright. Light's kind of weird here. But it wasn't that cool. It's like, yeah, I know the place is closed, but we let you hang out, man. Come on. Really. What's not to like about people like this? Alright, let's say hello to, do I got anyone else to say hello to? Dun, 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 dun. Did I sleep in my car? No, slept at the Ritz-Carlton. Tom Mack, I'm going to the post office tomorrow. I mean, I was going to try to get there today, but I waited, like I said, I got up at 8:30 to go do the oil change and the tire rotation over at Wally World, and I got out of there at like 1 o'clock. I mean, I saved like $50, but yeah, that was a long ass wait. They had like 3 mechanics in the entire place, but I did some chopping, did some stuff, but I was like ready to fall asleep on their freaking bedbug couches over there. You know, that was crazy. So I was gonna go to the post office, but tomorrow I will go. For sure, because I can't wait to see what you got. And thank you in advance. Alright, let's dig this coffee. That's life. This dead coffee is just life. I don't know what it is or how they do it, but it's freaking life to me. I'm so happy. Just give me a second. And it's hot. Ever since I complained like 1 or 2 times, I was like, why your coffee always like lukewarm? Afraid I'm gonna like spill it in my groin or something? And they're like, no, we got you, bro. And they got me. Half the time it's because the milk is absolutely like freezing, which, you know. Alright. Now I feel better. So now, it's time for me to say, Bror Fredrik coming at you live from the Las Vegas Strip. And I'm going to invite you to like, share, subscribe, and I'm already cocked. And hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And if you like the sports channel, you drinking with me, bro. Cool. Like sports channel, you know how to do that. Got the super chat while I'm here. Super thanks after. And click on all them links down there. I saw all the people who bought. They gave me a report. Let's see. There was 5 people who bought the Mossy Oak multi-tool, which is, I mean, I'm in love with that. I actually used it during my trip to do some like minor things. Like, what did I tell you? It was $20. Was it worth it? It was freaking worth it. I think 5 of you bought it, and I made $1.82. Thank you very much. That helped pay for some of this coffee. So yeah. And I got all the links down there. I got all the stuffs, and yeah. All right, just do it. Okay, so I'm back. It was a long ass drive last night. Rolled into town. Oh, do you see all over the news that, you know, that where that rocket frickin' went into space or whatever? They shot down a satellite or something. But there was a rocket that was like, you know, shooting over California / Vegas. I seen that. While I was driving, I was just like, you know? And like I took the phone, I was just like, and I got a picture of it. But I'm gonna do a big photo dump tomorrow. I know tonight is usually AMA night, but you know, I was kind of tired and I didn't feel like, I just wasn't feeling it, you know? I took a nap. I'm not gonna lie. I took a nap. I did not sleep well the night before I left and the 2 nights there because I'm so fussy about pillows that if the pillows ain't right, I don't sleep. I am like hyper fussy about pillows. I'm fussy about a lot of shit, but pillows is like my number one. I'm gonna say hello to everyone in a second. Yeah, the pillows there, I mean, it was nice, but I don't know why, like, it was a nice place that we stayed at, but they have, like, nice places tend to have feather pillows, and I freaking hate feather pillows, because, like, you know, when I sleep on my side, so, like, this has to be pillow from my shoulders over. I can't be like this, I can't be like this, or I wake up, like, half stunad. And it doesn't matter, like I took 4, they was like, send more pillows. So they sent more feather pillows, and it doesn't matter. You can put 10 of them, and it's still like, okay, here's 10. You know, and they're down to nothing. I'm just like, oh, so I didn't sleep good, you know, for like 3 nights in a row. I mean, the first night was my fault because I went to bed at like 3:30 in the morning and left at like 7 or whatever. But yeah, feather pillows are my nemesis. My favorite kind of pillows are look at all the Barbies. There's a bunch of Barbie girls over there, all in pink dresses. I love latex pillows, but I think I might be allergic to latex. I don't know, because I'm allergic to bananas. So latex, banana, and plantains. So I haven't had one of those in a long time, but those to me are the most comfortable pillows ever. So yeah. So I had a nap. Where was I going with that? Oh, no AMA. I might do an AMA tomorrow. We're gonna come out on the strip tomorrow night and we'll explore the cyber activities over here, and there's so much stuff going on. I just showed you at the beginning all these new stanchions and towers and lighting systems, and they're gonna hang banners. You can see how they're gonna block off the view. All they gotta do is drop a giant banner from the top of that to the bottom of that, and you ain't seeing shit. And I don't have a pole big enough to get over that. So they're already doing that. And we'll go see the new conservatory. I have the cooling cases on my pillow. Oh, I couldn't sleep without those. We'll go see the new conservatory display. That should be fun, and we'll go see what else is going on. But tonight we'll walk around a little bit. I just want to have the coffee. So tomorrow I might do, it seems weird because it's like I don't want to get like out of the rhythm because it's like AMA Friday. Should I do it like Monday and then do another one on Friday? I don't want to like overload it. But I don't like skipping them either because I enjoy it. But I do want to do the photo drop tomorrow. I got like 30, 40 pictures. They're all fun. I might edit them a little bit. Yeah. F feather pillow. FUF1 and F feather pillows. I don't know why they're considered so elegant, you know? It's like, oh, I got these feather pillows. I mean, you just can't sleep on the damn things. Ain't down with them. It does sound good? Yeah, it does sound good. Venus. The great communicator. Yeah, I mean, I've been listening to Ronald Reagan speeches all freaking day, except when I was sleeping. I think I went to sleep with one on. And that guy, yeah, they called him the great communicator, but what he said was, I never considered myself a great communicator. I just tried to communicate great ideas. I mean, freaking Ronald Reagan was an intense dude. I mean, he's like, I would retract when people ask me during the MA and AMAs, ask me anything, like who would I want to hang out with? I don't know why I never think of Ronald Reagan, because I would love to hang out with Ronald Reagan. I don't think I would just let him talk, because that man was inspired. I mean, he was as attacked, if not more, than 45, and you know, they tried to go after him for everything, but it's undeniable that the decade of Reagan was like the most prosperous in our nation's history. We regained our sense of self. You know, he's just an inspired individual. I believe sent from God. You know, not like Jesus or anything, but he was definitely on a mission. And he was one of the last, you know, politicians to incorporate anything godly into, into regular, everyday political life. Nowadays, it's like who could be the most devilish, you know? Because these politicians we have these days are straight from freaking the underworld. Do I like Metallica? Somewhat. I mean, some of them more popular stuff, but, you know, I kind of skipped a generation with them. You know, I went from like Led Zeppelin to like 90s grunge. I kind of missed that whole 80s thing. I guess I was watching Ronald Reagan, I don't know. But yeah, eloquent. I mean, so the pictures you'll see. He was just an amazing individual and a good actor too. Amazing, I mean, politics aside, if you just listen to him, and then they could say, oh, well, you know, like someone was saying, oh, well, he was all full of shit when he was speaking all that great shit. Who fucking cares? That's my retort to that. If you don't like, I mean, all he speaks about is freedom and the pursuit of life and liberty. So if he was lying, I don't give a shit. Because the words that he was speaking are just so inspirational. I mean, I don't think he was. I think it came from the heart, but what an inspirational human being. You know, makes like, Tony Woods' face look like he's got, 3 thumbs up his ass. Just an amazing individual. I don't know. You need new pillows? What's a good one? I don't know. Feathers suck. Look for a latex pillow. If you could deal with latex is the softest and it has still the most support. And it's like, it's uniform across the board, but latex pillows are like $50. And the reason why sometimes more. The reason I don't personally get them is because I change my pillows like every 2 months. I mean, it's me and the pillows, like it's a big deal. Yeah, he was very spiritual and a great human being. Absolutely. Like his wife, Nancy, she was sort of into like, a little bit of the hocus pocus. I looked into her too. I mean, and I remember I was like young when he was around, but I remember I was just like I was a kid, and I just used to listen to this guy speak on, he would say things that would blow. I'm gonna get more into it at a later date, maybe tomorrow during the photo drop. But he, like, one of his things that he said was, he was so, even though like he presided over a bunch of conflicts, he was so anti-war and so into the fact that people should just hang out and love each other and stop fucking around and, doing dumb stuff. He would say, God created us all equal, and he considers us all equal. However, it's not until we start viewing each other as equals will we see a change in this world. I mean, drop the bomb, bro, just so right on. He's like, that's the problem. He's like, God created us equal, but we're out here not looking at each other like equals, Who's better than this one? I got a better job, you're this, you're that, you're this. It's like, until we all start viewing each other the way, God created us, this world's gonna be effed up, It was an interesting dude. Very interesting. Yeah, and then, the stuff that he goes into about tyrannical governments. He was just like, I believe I was put here to stop what's going on, and what we ended up with today. Like, he was saying things like, the bigger government gets, the smaller people get. The people are in charge of the government. The people are supposed to tell the government what to do, not the other way around. I want to give power back to the people. Whoa. I mean, he's just freaking right on, The dude was just right the F on. And that was like right after Carter, who was just like, everyone's gonna say, well, Habitat for Humanity, and he swung a hammer and all this other stuff, built a couple people. Yeah, but he also was, he wasn't the best president either. And thank God he got the reins back from him, but look where we are now, Look exactly where we are now. Everything that, okay. Guess what I bought today? Well, I was waiting for my tires to be rotated at Wally World. I bought a 400 pack of napkins. Walmart's own brand. Great frickin' value, not Vanity Fair. And they were $8 for 400 frickin' napkins. That used to be like 3. I bought 4 cans of white albacore tuna. They used to be 99 cents. They are $1.89. Okay, what else did I buy? I bought a little thing of Dawn dish soap to get the remaining tar from frickin' Tar Beach in California. I was gonna try to save my sneakers and whatnot. $7 for a little thing like this. Okay, what else did I get? And just everything you touch is like $5, $7, $9, $12. It's freaking ridiculous. And this is better than what we had with 45 somehow. Why isn't everyone in the streets just like freaking the F out? You know? I don't get it. We go, oh, well, you know, we don't want to hear mean tweets. So you'd rather pay $8 or $9 for a couple of napkins that'll be gone in a couple of days? I don't get people. Oh, and I stopped by McDonald's, right? Right before I went to the Ronald Reagan ranch. And we got 2 coffees, nothing fancy, 2 coffees, 2 large fries, and then I see homeboy. There was a couple of homeless in Santa Barbara. I think there was like 5 altogether. So I see some dude at the bus stop, and he's just like chilling, and you know, I could tell he wasn't doing all that good, you know. I mean, he didn't look like, you know, like some of the ones out here, like totally out of his mind. He just didn't look healthy too. So I bought him a fries too, you know. And he was getting ready to go, and I tapped on the glass. I'm like, yo, hang out, you know, I got something for you. And then, of course, they took like 10 minutes. So the guy's just like, all right, well, you know, whatever. So I go out. Anyway, 2 coffees, 2 large fries, I think 3 large fries. $24. $24. And on top of that, yeah, I had to order it myself. Add to order. Add to order. Yeah, we're really doing good. We're really doing better, you know? Now, we wanted $15 for that. They were just like, F you. We'll just replace everyone, and screwed everyone over in the process. Anyway, $24. And then I had to ask for napkins. Can I have napkins, please? And they're like, 2. 1 for each fry. I'm like, bro, I'm a grown-ass man. Throw me some napkins, bro. And he's like, all right. So he gave me like 4. So I had to like, ooh, be careful with the 4. And then I'm like, how about a stir? And he's like, you didn't order that at the kiosk. I was like, okay, well, I'm asking for it now, kind sir. So they give me a stir that's like this long in a cup that's like this big. So I'm like, I got like half my fingers that are still covered in tar from Tar Beach inside oh, those are the longest stirrers we have, sir. Well, you're selling things this big. But I'm like, all right, 24 bucks. There you go. 24 bucks to be aggravated. How do you people eat out all the time do that? Are you like, oh, I don't know. Dude, what's this side hustle that you can pay like 24 bucks to go to McDonald's? I can't do it. Doesn't matter how much money I have. It's just mind-numbing to me. And then like all the sugar was in the bottom, and the stir was just like, I felt like I was stirring beach sand and whatnot. Just like, what is this? You know? What clown world shit are we actually living in these days where nobody cares about nothing anymore? They're just like, that's what you asked for, bro. You didn't ask for a stir. Take your shit and go. You know? It's outrageous. It's outrageous. But it's better than having a mean tweet by Orange Man, right? But definitely, we didn't have to build anything back. I'm digressing. Let me chill the F out. Welcome to Hotel California. What a lovely place. Yeah, that was me, Steve. That was me under sugar. I'm just like, and oh, here's the other thing. So I didn't know they were gonna put it in. So I asked for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The screen had a hard time keeping up. 7, 8, 9. I thought they were gonna put it on the side, and I was gonna put like 4 in my man bag, and like put 5 in there in case I needed more. Like I get more just in case, in case coffee's a little this way or that way. I like to figure my own shit out. They put all 9 in there, so like the bottom was like this much. I'm just like, cool. The weather was beautiful. I'll give them that. The weather was beautiful in Cali. Last day was overcast. Took a drive up a grade that was like this. Vehicle was like, and went up to some place called like Painted Cave up in the mountains. And if it was a clear day, I would have seen freaking China. It was like way up there. But looked over the valley, and yeah. But it was a different part of California. Like, for those of you who weren't playing along, I got covered in tar at one of the beaches and whatnot, because none of the locals told me to stay out the water. You sneaky bastards. Got the dawn today, so I did some last minute cleaning. I finally got the frickin' tar out from under my fingernails completely. I thought it'd be like Baywatch, right? I thought like I was saying from the pier, I thought Pamela Anderson would be like in a red bathing suit running up and down the beach and whatnot. David Hasselhoff, and no, it was different. It was different. I didn't see one bikini the whole time we were there. It was cool though. It was all right. Dug the weather. Like I said, the people were cool. I felt like a few people wanted to correct me on some of my behaviors. I didn't try any clam chowder. Didn't really eat much when I was there. I brought a lot of food, because I got those dietary concerns, so I brought a lot of food with me. And the room I got had a refrigerator. It was kind of cool, not paying resort fees, It was pretty freaking nice, not paying any resort fees. Full cable package, the micro, like similar to a Vidara suite. So yeah, with the refrigerator and the whole bit. Yeah, that sunset on the very first night, like I don't regret it. Okay, it was a little catastrophic being absolutely covered with tar and having to like lose all the hair on my legs to get it off and whatever. That was a bit trippy, I'm not gonna lie. It sucked if you didn't see the pictures. I'm gonna show them again tomorrow if I do I'll probably do a picture drop in the afternoon, and then we'll go out on the strip at night. So yeah, that kind of sucked, but that experience at the beach was freaking awesome. And we caught the sunset just right. I got out there just as the sun was still whole, and the horizon was there, and the waves were coming in. It was that was a gorgeous evening. And then it got all like dark. I forgot there's no lights at the beach, but I had my old lights, so that was fun, and we lit up waves. I had an absolute blast. Tar tragedy aside, it was an absolute blast. You know what else I found out? I think I'm gonna be an Amtrak bum. I think I'm gonna be an Amtrak bum, like a hobo. How the hobos, like they ride the rails and whatever, like shoestring, but I'm gonna do it with Amtrak. Because right across from the Ronald Reagan Ranch Center which I freaking loved. That's something I will never, ever, ever forget. The people in there were a little stick up the ass. This one guy, I touched a piece of the Berlin Wall and he yelled at me, and I don't take kindly to being yelled at. I was like, yo, bro, ain't no freaking sign up here, so I ain't gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch everything in here that doesn't have a sign that says do not touch. So I'm just telling you now. So if you want to follow me around, go for it, bro. And he did. But I didn't care. Anyway, I digress. So across the street from there, and this is right by the Santa Barbara Pier, was an Amtrak station, and like a train station from 1905. And I'm just like, yo, Give me the what's what on that freaking train. That remember so we also seen the train on the beach. Remember that? The train is cruising on the beach. I had to walk across the railroad tracks to get on the beach 10 feet from the train. I've never seen anything like that in my life. It's the surf liner or whatever. So the Amtrak joint is right there. So I go in there, I'm like, yo, give me the rundown. I want to do this. So they were like so kind. I gotta say, people in California, when they're not like giving me a screw face for not like obeying traffic signals while I'm walking. I obey them while I'm driving, you know, but not while I'm walking, you know, whatever. And they were all like, he walks. It says don't walk. You know, but they didn't have the balls to say anything, so I'm just like, whatever. Anyway, so I go to the Amtrak station. I'm like, yo, give me the rundown on this whole Amtrak situation here. And he's just like, bro, he's like, for 34 bucks, I could stick you on one of these here trains and send you down to San Diego. $34? So yeah. He's like, and you know what? You give me $10 more, and you get first class with the big ass seat and you freaking here, the whole bit. And I'm just like, wow, 44 bucks, go to San Diego. He's like, dude, you can go like anywhere. So I was like, hey, you got like a pass, like a year pass, like they do with the Deuce up here? And he's like, yeah, go on their website and you could buy a pass. And I'm just like, I'm thinking of being a hobo. Just riding freaking Amtrak. Would you guys watch me if I took like 2 months off and just like hung out on Amtrak trains, just went everywhere? I think that would be nuts. I mean, I just got like a bug up my ass to do it. I'd go down to San Diego, get a transfer, head back up to Seattle, head on up to Chicago, right down San Antonio, just living. I think that'd be cool, and it's not really that expensive, you know? Sell all my belongings and go like Amtrak. Wow. So you guys would, huh? Yeah, it was one way, but they said it was like 6 hours because it stops like every 20 feet or something, you know, the drive, but still, 44 bucks to go from Santa Barbara to San Diego and along the coast and go up to Seattle. I mean, the Amtrak is everywhere. I looked at the map. The central hub is like Chicago. You know, whatever. But it goes everywhere. Because they used to have a thing where you can go from like San Diego all the way up to, and I think the price is the same. You can go from San Diego to like Seattle. Yeah, up into Seattle. I don't know, Portland, I don't know, I want to go to Seattle, but just saying, 89 bucks. I mean, it takes like a month or whatever, you know, but cross country, you can go to Florida, you can go anywhere. Yeah, I'd be doing, hobo shoestring is in North Dakota. Yeah, like that, except with a little more stuff, like glamping. You know, I don't know if I'd hobo it, but what would it cost? Like $2,000, and I could live on the freaking red. Do they got sleeper cars? I could just live there. They got like sleeper cars and whatnot. I assume they do if you're going cross country and it's like a week and a half. Are the casinos still having issues? Yeah. All right. Look, I'm gonna tell you the whole stories tomorrow, so we'll talk about it. No, I don't think I've been on a Greyhound bus in like 30 years, to be totally honest. I don't know if I get Greyhound bus. Train is a little different. Greyhound bus activities, I don't know about. So we do have to talk a little bit about cyber activities here. All right, let me get a little more of this Americano in me. What time is it? I want to go. We're gonna head out to the strip. I got some stuff to show you. So briefly, Caesars. I had said a couple of weeks ago that there was something up with Caesars. All their gates, for self-parking were totally jacked. I got stuck in their parking garage for like an hour, and all the ATMs were down. This was about 3 weeks ago. You guys remember? I told you the next day. So they announced yesterday, I think it was, that they also got cyber hacked 3 weeks ago. Except they paid. The hackers asked for $30 million. They settled on $15 million. I guess that's a good day's work. You'd say, oh, that's so little money. They almost took down Caesars, asked for $100 million. But $15 million bucks for, a few dudes, I guess that's a pretty good payday. However, here's the problem, people. So they reported it. They didn't tell the public. They reported it to the... Shut up, kids love Vegas. They reported it to the SEC, so, and then it got disseminated from there. And they only reported it after, what's happening with MGM because someone leaked it. So they kind of had no intention of telling the average person what's what. Here's the information that is now floating around the wild. Driver's licenses and social security numbers. So who is that? The fact that it says social security numbers got released. They were able to hack and secure driver's licenses with matching social security numbers. So basically, they were able to get it or prove that they got into the system that housed all the hand pays. That's what they got into, because the only time you need to give you a social security number in the casino is for a hand pay. Well, not the only time. You apply for a credit card and shit like that. But basically, if you ever had a hand pay on a Caesars property, Bananarama from Michael, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Let me drop a few hearts. Bonk, 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 bonk. So if you ever got a hand pay at a Caesars property, ooh, that's bad. I mean, you're done for. I don't know what they're gonna do to mitigate that. I mean, they should be providing a list of everyone whose name got, circulated into the dark web now, which is everyone, and pay for a free year or two of the ID protection and whatever, because that's effed. Okay, they paid the hackers $15 million bucks, $15 million to leave them alone. They still got your driver's license and your credit card information, but now that you paid us $15 million, don't worry, we're never gonna give that out to anyone. Cool, bro. Cool story, bro. I don't know. So if you ever got a hand pay, I would keep an eye on your credit. But that's everyone. So they should be paying for, they should be paying for that. They didn't even want to tell people that. And now MGM, on the other hand, is like, F these hackers. We'll out-hack the hackers. And they're trying their best to, yeah, that's true, Steve. Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, okay, outside of your average person, like Steve said, when you're working with a Title 31, moving 10,000 across, but yeah, certain banking transactions do indeed require your social security number. No ifs, ands, or buts. But basically, that, and if you ever got a hand pay, that's an issue. Okay. So MGM thinks they're smarter than the hackers, and they're going to restore, their shit back to normal. And thank you for that, Bob and Rose. They think they're going to restore their shit back to normal and F the hackers. But meanwhile, these hackers have been already playing games with people's credit cards. Besides what they're doing in the casinos, they're charging like a penny on people's cards and then removing it, or $50 and removing it, just to show MGM that they can, and the damage to their reputation and the class action lawsuit that's going to happen is just, ridiculous. So they're using people as leverage against them, but still MGM's just like, F you, we ain't paying, Okay. How will they hack, you might ask? Okay. It's not like TV. You sat there, last one for the night, that was oh yeah, we're just going there, bro. Thank you. You see on TV, these guys trying to hack each other, and he tried to cut me off on this router. Okay, I blocked that router. It's not like that. I mean, it is, but it's not. That's all TV bullshit. What really happened was, it's a social engineering thing. And like Steve said, could have been an inside job, most likely. This is what happened. Malware, ransomware, all the rest of that has to be on a system in order to propagate throughout all the systems. Now, how did it get on there? Social engineering. What do I mean by social engineering? Same way you get those emails and occasionally those phone calls that say, hey Bob, this is Microsoft, and we noticed that your operating system isn't running at its peak. Just call this 1-800 number, it's a free service, and me and Bill Gates will hook you right up. And then you call, people do call, and they're like, oh yeah, I want you to upgrade my operating system. They told me it was free. Okay, we just need access. All right, just download this program and click accept, okay, team viewer, yeah, okay, good. And then you give them access and same shit happened. So yes, it could have been an inside job, because who's that stupid? But that's what they fell prey to. That's called social engineering, and people fall prey to it all the time. Because people just don't generally have their guard up. And supposedly how they did it was, they went to LinkedIn and started finding MGM employees and built an entire narrative around that. Like, this guy was pretending he was from IT, so he knew all the names. He knew, or she, probably a chick, because guys just drop their guard. So, ooh, maybe I see boobies, okay. Guys are just dumb, so they probably use women to do it. So they built a narrative around finding people on LinkedIn, because then they called in, they're like, hey Mary, this is Joe over from IT. I'm having an issue down here, and Margaret's gonna give you a call. You know Margaret, she was at the company picnic last week. Yeah, Margaret with the blonde hair, yeah. And they did that to them, and they got everyone to drop their guard and be like, yeah, we'll give you access to the system. Hang on a second. Oh, yeah, Margaret's awesome. Oh, and her husband, how the kids doing? Oh, the kids, Jan and Bob, oh, they're doing fun. They did that. They did their research. So it wasn't like they were like, it wasn't like that. Because then once they had access, they were just like, copy, paste, ransomware, easiest shit ever. Now, inside job, quite frankly, it could be possible, because who could be that dumb? But there are people that dumb, so, I'm sure they're investigating whoever let that through. I'm sure they're investigating to see who that was, to see if there's any connection. I mean, the people who did the hacking are out there like, they're posting on Twitter. Well, now you got to call it X. They're like, hey, how you doing, everyone? It was us who did that, right? They give 0 Fs, because they know they're not getting caught. And, they are going to investigate who let them into the system and whatever, but that's all it was. They just cut and pasted some freaking code once they had access to it. So, yeah, it's kind of a big deal, but MGM thinks they're smarter, so whatever, They think they're gonna delete that into oblivion. Maria with the 2 banana ramas. Caesars has a toll-free number for credit card security monitoring. That is cool. Man, I gotta restart my chat. It's running a little slow. Every time they hit me with a commercial, their chat tends to slow down a bit. So yeah, that's the current state of affairs. You know, some of the properties are back up, some of them are not. Yeah, social engineering is a trip. People fall for it all the time. Social engineering is basically what gets you to buy shit, you know? It's just an extension of that, ingratiating yourself, but the narrative, you know, they work the narrative to get people to do that. You know, when you see a pop-up, you go to an unscrupulous site, which I don't even think there's computer viruses per se wrong. I mean, if you're into like the crafty, crusty aspects of the internet, yeah, you might find one. But they used to do those ransomware things where, you know, you go to a corn site and they're like, oh, call this 800 number, we locked you out of your computer. We have videos of you spanking the monkey, and we're gonna send them to your boss if you don't send us $1,000 and, you know, Amazon gift cards. So, you know, that stuff is still out there, but it's the same type of thing, same deal. But yeah, someone could have done that, because that might have been laying dormant for years. You know, it could have been just that simple, that it's been laying dormant since like the pandemic when everything was shut down. It's not really that hard, but anyway, it is what it is. Venetian today, all their slot machines went down for a bit, and they were like, oh no, you know, it's another cyber attack over there. You know, everything's going to be cyber attack. If your coffee doesn't show up, it's a cyber attack. If this is like, everyone's going to be using that for months. So it further goes to prove all these slot machines are centrally freaking controlled. They're centrally controlled, and everyone's like, hey, Bror Fredrik, they use RNGs. Yeah. 1990 called and they want their RNG back, you know? It doesn't work like that anymore, but nobody wants to believe me, and I don't really care. But that just proves it. There's more and more evidence of that coming out every single day, that they are controlled centrally. There was some thread on that group, I Love Las Vegas or whatever it was, and someone posted, hey, are the slot machines gonna be even tighter to, you know, because of, you know, what happened and whatnot? And like, there's people in there giving advice. They're like, oh no, you don't know what you're talking about, because Cowboy said that the gaming commission tells them what their percentage has to be, and everyone's like, yeah, RNGs, their percentage, they can't change it. Nevada tells them how much it has to. Where are these people getting their freaking information from? The gaming commission doesn't give a flying fuck what these machines are set at, as long as they are above 75% or above. By law, they cannot go. And the only thing the gaming commission has control over is that if you say this machine is set to 82%, that it's paying back 82%. But it's up to the property to put it at whatever the actual F they want. But people still want to believe all this RNG bullshit. But no, and they could change it on the fly. If a machine's been idle for 15 minutes or more, they could change it right there. You could be on your phone, they could be just like, bonk, as long as they don't have money in it. It can be changed. It's just what they do, and people refuse to admit it. You know, and they use the gaming commission as you know, as their proof that that doesn't happen. Gaming commission doesn't care. As long as it's 75 or above, and whatever the machine is set at is what it's actually paying. That's all they care about. How they manipulate it in the background is irrelevant. They're like, oh, but the gaming commission sits there with a clipboard in front of each machine, puts a chip in. Really? You think so? You think so? The people make me crazy, but whatever. I mean, if people want to believe that nonsense, that's up to them. AI will prevent future hacking or make it incredibly easy, one or the other. Whatever AI can do, AI can undo, you know, because it's AI. It might make it super easy to do, or it might make it worse. Venetian did an update, maybe added more security, maybe. you know, maybe they had to reboot everything, who knows. Have you been to Circus? Yeah, we go there. I don't hang out there for any particular reason, but we were there like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. I always like walking through once in a while just for, you know, S's and G's. It's kind of fun. Let's see. AI will control the casinos. Well, AI is, they're going to start introducing AI slot machine. They're going to start introducing AI into the programming of slot machines. So this further proves that this whole gaming board controls everything is total horseshit, because they're going to introduce AI into the slots. Now, why are they going to introduce AI into the slots? Well, the AI is going to determine everything that you're doing on the machine in order to keep you there longer. It will judge when you're slowing down. It'll judge when you're in panic mode. It'll judge when you're just being lackadaisical. For all intents and purposes, by your play and what you're doing, raising your bet, doing this, doing that, it will determine how you feel. Are you anxious? Are you ready to quit? That's its number one purpose. It'll determine whether you're gonna quit or not. So it'll sense that you're getting frustrated. I don't know whatever. It'll sense that you're getting frustrated at the Buffalo and that you're about to leave. You put in, 500 and you might leave at 3. You might have discipline and actually freaking get up. And it'll start to sense that you're winding down from your session. And it'll let you hit a bonus. Oh, I hit a bonus. Oh, wasn't that good a bonus? But maybe there's another one. Boom, you hit another bonus. Oh, another sucky bonus. Oh, but the next one's going to be good, and then it'll run all your... That's what they're going to do. And they're going to talk about RNG chips in the computer and in the machine and whatnot. Please. If they're going to let AI feel how you're playing to manipulate you to lose all your money, or... It'll also, on the ticket that it prints out, oh, that's another thing. You need, if you have like 10 cents in the machine and you want to pay out, they got to hand pay you your 10 cents over at MGM. We're going to check that out tomorrow. I'm going to try. I'm going to put like $1 in, do one spin for 60 cents and get a hand pay for 40 cents just to see how long it takes. You might be there for like hours. But, yeah. Then when you get your ticket, it might have inducements in it, like, hey, if you put this ticket back in the machine, we'll give you an extra $3, of free play if you put the ticket back in another machine. That's what they're going to start doing with this new AI system that they're coming up with. I don't know when it's going to be introduced or where, and they're not going to tell you what machines. They basically already said... they're going to start doing trial runs of the new AI technology. So, yeah. If anyone's... You know what part of the... Speaking of which, do you know what... I'm going to bring this coffee back in a second. I'm going to eat my sugar. Do you know what part of the strike is with the people in Hollywood? Last night I saw Fran Drescher speaking in front of a crowd. It was in the morning or something. She looks like my grandma. I mean, it's kind of sad because I remember her from The Nanny, but I didn't recognize her. But like, she was raising her arm and she was like, it was doing, I was a little sad. Anyway, part of it is because they're afraid that AI... Okay, if you've seen Black Mirror with Selma Hayek in it anytime recently, where they actually they AI'd her and they AI'd the other person, it was a whole thing about exactly what they're complaining about. One of their gripes is that these actors feel that they'll be replaced by AI, that someone could take their likeness and just generate a whole movie with them in it. And pretty soon they will be able to. I've been saying that YT is going to do that. Mark my word. YT is going to go the way of Uber. Uber is not about letting people drive you around. Uber drivers are just, currently, they're just, are they creeping on me? Gotta look over my shoulder every once in a while. They're just placeholders until the whole system gets, I mean, Uber's actually losing money, I think, still to this day. The human beings just burning their car up, effing up their freaking resale value so they can make an extra $200 or whatnot. You know, whatever, if you do it, it's on you, but, you know, do the math. Like, not just the math, but do the real math, you know, resale value and depreciation, all that other stuff. Anyway, the humans are just a placeholder until the cars can be fully automated, and then drivers are out. They're going to be like, hey, we no longer need you guys because the freaking cars drive themselves. And content creators right now are placeholders until AI can create content for YouTube. That you won't even be able to tell the difference. You will not be able to tell the difference between whether Bror Fredrik is showing you the conservatory or AI is showing you the conservatory. So then they don't have to pay me or anyone else to do things. The only thing they can do is, that's why, I mean, I'm ahead of the curve, but the only thing that's going to be left to humans on YT, mark my words, I'm calling it right now, I've said it 100 times already. The only thing left is going to be live streaming, because AI, yes, a bot can do it, but you can tell. I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to AI me. Someone's already, for the second time, tried to AI, and they did a pretty damn good job of AI in my voice. It's easy to do. I mean, I can do it. I got all the applications, but you can tell the interaction, because if I do this and you say, hey, how do you snap your finger, left hand or right hand, you know, you can tell if someone's human when they're live, you know, and what's going on around and whatnot, because you can walk right into a scene. Can't do that with AI. You know, like, you know, someone could sit down next to me. Can't do that with AI. But as far as content creation in the future, that's why they're shitting all over content creators right now, giving them hard times and whatever, because we're just being placeholders until they get the AI system down correct. So yeah, that's why, you know, live streaming is going to be the jam. That's why they don't even pay on regular videos for the most part anymore. They don't even show regular videos to most people. Anyway, let's go outside and look at the strip. I gotta pay. Bum bum bum. Do do do. Yeah, yeah, it's all gonna be AI. Everything that you see is gonna be they blended voices. Blah, blah, blah. Let's do a buffet review. What buffet? I haven't been to a buffet in forever. Yeah, I mean, the live streaming is going to be where it's at. There's like a whole bunch of Mexican people in town celebrating like crazy. What is going on? They got like a bando in town? I used to like going and seeing them at the showboat back in the day. Alright, let's go pay our server there. I'm not going to be, let me not make a mess. I'm going to clean my own table up. Right onto the floor. What up? And of course, we'll duke them a couple bucks. Alright, you ready, people? Let's go do this. I cannot even imagine what the next couple of months are going to be like for with this F1 and the traffic and the construction and everything. This is going to be absolute nightmare level. I saw that they're putting fences around the fountains tonight too. Let's go to a thing. Hi. That was the one who brought us our cocktail napkins. We did the coffee can. Good night. Alright, let's get out and do our stuffs. Now, we might glitch for a second here. What's my favorite buffet? I don't know. I used to like my all-time favorite was Main Street. Alright, that was a quick transition. Hey, got a ton, and they're so nice to me. I can't help but take care of them. I just can't believe they don't keep that place open. People be in there drinking. Look at this traffic. I told you the last time I was at Bellagio, it was the last Saturday night. It took me an hour and 40 minutes to get home. An hour and 40 minutes. And I only live a couple miles. Not a couple as in two, but not no freaking hour and 40 minutes. Be in Bakersfield an hour and 40 minutes. So that's why I'm a little bit nervous about parking over there. I might have to park at like, I don't know. But I do want to go scope it out tomorrow. Maybe I'll park at TI and walk. Because that's easy to get in and out of. Or the Vidara. Yeah, maybe I'll park at Vidara. I don't know, I gotta figure it out. That coffee got me good and amped. What was gas? I paid $5.09 in California. California. That's cool structures. See, they could just hang banners in between that and you'll never see what's going on out here. The highest I saw was $5.79, like right down by the pier and whatnot. Oh, I get to walk through them like a boss. I might have to... I'm with OSHA. I'm doing inspections. I'm gonna have to mute for this dumbass over here. When did that stop being the beauty standard? The deuce. Is gonna start getting more and more cluster F'd as we get closer and closer to FU-F1. Oh, I didn't bring the pole. Oh, I'll bring the pole tomorrow night. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I don't say no. But look at that. It's like Gremlins put this up. You never even see them working. Well, I don't. They're putting up tons of new cameras. Look at that. Look at the private 5G up there. That's not a cradle point. What is that? And then they put the dog cones so you can't climb up there. That's just crazy. Gotta love technology. See, this is the stuff the Californians will give me screw face over. They're just like, be obedient, Bror Fredrik. But other than that, I think they like me. Well, maybe that's why they let me stand in the tar. We'll show that Bror Fredrik. Oh, look, a student driver right there. Go, Tesla, go. You have 3 inches. Don't worry. You're good. You're good. I heard the word pinche like 20 times already. Pinche Uber driver. They beat me across the street? Damn. Welcome to the Wild Wild West. I like walking through these things. It feels so gangster. What movie are you talking about? Yeah. The whole strip is just going to be one big freaking billboard soon with all this stuff. Oh, I'm going to get all the copyright claims today coming from cars. That's the worst that they can get me coming from cars. What's he rocking there? Californian flag, Mexican flag, and an American flag. And word. You remind me of what I really am. You. Oh, what a great song. Been down. Oh, I wish I could hit those notes. What a great freaking song. Pinche F1. That, Kathy, that might be a thing, you know? Well, bottom line is they want money because, okay, a lot of bad can happen from this. I mean, if they start hitting people's credit cards and doing like, I don't think they want to go after individuals because that would be, what are they going to go to every ATM and pull out $600 on every freaking person that they have access to? No, they could sell that information in bulk. All those driver's licenses and social security numbers from Caesars, they'll sell that on the dark web in bulk for maybe a couple $100,000, maybe even $100,000, maybe $50,000, you know? There's not that much money involved because the closer you get to the dirt dealing, the actual robbing of the credit cards, the more likely they are to be caught. So they'll sell those in bulk. That's why they went after the $15 million. I mean, it's a pretty nice payday for doing next to nothing. A little bit of social engineering, but yeah, it could be embedded for FU-F1. That is a possibility, but I just think they were just straight up looking for the cash. Because I'm sure they engineered it like in Bitcoin or something like that that's completely untraceable. So, you know, that group is living pretty large for what they did. I want to see how far this extends. I think it extends all the way past the fountains. Show us the horseshoe casino. Yes, sir. Just add a please. That would make me happy. Oh, copyright claim. This strip is turning into like Fremont Street. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. I'll even drop the exposure for you. Let you see it. Dun, 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 dun. No problem, Michael. Well, I think the biggest problem that they're having as far as gambling as usual is like everything is a hand pay because they don't have that ticket system going. We're going to put that to the test tomorrow at the Bellagio. I'll put in like, you know, a couple bucks and get my 50-cent hand pay, see how long it takes. Just to test it. Yo, yo. He said, hell to the yeah. All dudes are starting to wear the same cologne. What is that? I mean, it's a good cologne, but I'm starting to smell that everywhere. I think it's a Creed knockoff. But I'm glad the unisex stuff is dying. The devastation. Ah, that was good coffee. Be up for a while, get my shit done. So you guys want to do a live stream in the afternoon for a California photo dump? And then again in the evening to come out here, let me know. Kind of excited to do a photo dump. Debating whether should I do another AMA. I love them so much, but if I do one Monday, then I'm going to do one Friday, and then everyone's going to be like, damn, another AMA. You know? We shall see. Yeah, Lee, any amount. It doesn't matter. Even if it's 18 cents. It's got to be a hand pay right now. As of the time of this recording, it might change. But MGM is convinced they could fix it all. They're just gonna, they downloaded like free copy of AVG antivirus, and they're fixing it. Oh yeah. Fence activities. They got a security guard at, whoa. They're really going to town now. That's good. Those like pickpocket things aren't here anymore. Wow. You cannot go in front of the fountains anymore. Wow. Friggin' yikes. The reports are true. Bror Fredrik can confirm. That's nuts. So, yeah, fountains are kind of SOL. Wow, let me laugh out. Can confirm. This guy, he's getting ready to screw face people. I don't feel like going to the conservatory tonight. We'll go to, I mean, I probably should because this video's already been claimed, but tomorrow night. F1 is just intense. And as I reported last week, finally the RJ came out with their report. No, I'm live. You want to say hello?
You live?
Yep.
What you live on?
YouTube.
YouTube?
Does anyone want to say hello? I'm just curious. Yes, indeed, room rates are down for F1 by 60% or better. So if it was $1,000, they're now, you know, $200, $300, $400. Let's see if we know anyone over here tonight. Yep. Oh. I like going in and saying hello to them. Like, I saw some extremes. Like, people who paid for the $10,000 package, the same package is now $599, and people paid 10 grand. So yeah, demand is freaking tanked. Good. I'm gonna drink some water. Hang on. He just smoked his turbo. Did you hear that? $5.99. You want a Pepsi? What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't look mad. Hey, you can't capture me in your video. Why, is your wife watching? And these properties have yet to figure out how they're going to get their employees on and off the strip during FUF1. They should just set up rooms like a FEMA camp and let them sleep there for a week.
Give me a motherfucking dollar. You don't gotta be a scholar. Give me a motherfucking dollar.
Love all the new cameras going up. Uh-oh. Someone left their shite over there. Yeah, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about the trees being down. I mean, you can see more of the property and it's wider and more open. You know, that's one plus. It features the property a little better. But at the same time, it could add a little character. At least the ones in the little alcoves were nice. The big ones on the street, I could take them or leave them. I never understood that anyway. But the little ones in the alcoves, they were kind of classy. Wow, this bar actually has people in it. Yeah, well, F1 is not a circular thing. The whole thing is about the ability to go from a straightaway doing 230, downshift 6 gears, take it down to 8 miles an hour, cut someone off in a hairpin turn, and then go back up to, 140. You just cannot do that on an oval. Here's a copyright claim. I'll be fighting in the morning. Yikes. I mean, I personally used to love F1. I used to sit there and watch it like most people watch a football game. But, it's just causing me so much aggro. Like I said, an hour and freaking 40 minutes to get home the other night as a local. That was insane. And it's not doing anything for me, I wouldn't say drop the tickets down even further. Maybe I'll do a package or something. We'll have like a $69 package at Harrah's soon. Free tickets for 10 people. Yeah, every dude's wearing the same cologne now. Must be giving it away somewhere. Yeah, it's still better than Axe cologne. Let's buzz through here real quick.
So do you have like family diet?
Town is pretty well packed. One of these other properties, one of Caesars, is profiting from what's going on at MGM. Right? Monaco. I always say I kind of lost interest when BMW dropped out. So I've been a hardcore BMW person for a long time. But I don't blame them. Let's go this way. Oh boy. Wow, there's a ton of security. I got some guy heading for me right now. Let me see. How you doing?
Are you one of the contracted?
No, I'm not.
Well, sir, I'm going to ask you that we can't have you live stream or photo, like video photography on the property.
Oh, okay. Not a problem.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to head right out that door.
I appreciate you, sir.
Absolutely. You have a good night. I knew that was coming. That's why I made that quick turn. I was going to head out this way anyway. I'm just going to come in the other door. It was cool about it. The Vegas Strip. Thank God it's not hot out tonight. I mean, it's hot by my standards, but not like brutal. What is going the other side from whence we came? Yeah, they're at like super heightened security. That's how I knew that was going to happen. That doesn't even bother me. And when you see like 10 of them all standing around, well, they shouldn't all be standing around if they're actual security, you know? What's that going to do? One big circle jerk. Yeah, they got the smelly ass bathrooms. They've been out of order for a month already. Maybe they're actually gonna clean them. They've been like that since the 90s. Just smelling like raw sewage all the time. Look at this. This was like the 101. Oh, I gotta go that way. Frickin' yikes. Some areas of the 101, you could take her up to like 90, and other areas were like this, like when you got around Ventura. But seriously, I mean, does that sound like a fun idea? Being an Amtrak hobo? I think I want to do that. Take off a little time and just tour the United States via Amtrak. I'd have to pack extremely light. I'm good at that anyway for business trips.
I've never intended to win it.
Just 2 bags and I'm kind of done. But I'd have to figure out the logistics of it. I guess if I wanted to get out, I could just, find some motel, crash. A motel to shit shower and shave. I don't know. I think that'd be a blast. It just all depends on whether people would watch or not. I mean, the Cali streams, what did I get? It was like 150 people watching. Not big, but, support was aight. But I'd sort of be like living off freaking YT if I did that. And that sort of concerns me. But it'd probably be enough to stay on the road. Like hobo shoestring, whatever his name is. I don't know, something about it just freaking excites me. I'm psyched. They got one Amtrak that follows the northern border with Canada. I think that'd be fun too. Like in the winter with snow and shit. Why is no one over here? Why is this dead? Yeah, it depends, right? Well, I would probably have 5-0 snooping at me. What are they worried about? Was there like a credible threat out here lately? This ain't me, bro. Well, I'd probably, yeah, that's true. It really, yeah, that would suck. I didn't think of that. Damn. Yeah, what if I can't get any good signals? Well, I could probably get a bonded router and whatnot and do all that, but that would cost like $1,000 a month. That would sort of defeat the purposes. I don't know. Well, either way, I want to do it. Didn't that look like Dylan? What's its name? Oh, this place is even working. Where's the bass? Yeah. I went on a cruise once. It didn't sit well with me. Couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle the cooped upness of it. And to me, I mean, I don't know. I would just feel like I was gonna get some disease on a cruise ship. That's my concern. Get frickin' botulism or Legionnaires or something. That's a whole lot of uncirculated air. I mean, you can say that about a train too, but the doors have to open every once in a while. But a cruise ship, some of that air down in the lower cabins has probably been there since the thing was built. You know, everyone's farts and sneezes and everything. Yeah. It might glitch out in RCH for a second. The United States of America. It truly is an amazing. And watch like pieces of glacier break and all that other stuff. See orcas hunting seals and all that. That'd be fun. Polar bears out there paddleboarding. That I definitely want to do. That would be the cruise that I would do. But you can do that from Amtrak. You can buy the package that takes you up to, I don't know, the northern ass end of Washington State and get on one of those cruise lines. I think I want to do that. Right, Janice? No cruises. Little boats I don't get seasick on. Big boats, I do. You say, oh, well, go in the middle. Well, I don't want to stay in the middle the entire time, you know? Oh, just put this wristband on. Yeah, right. No thanks. Come home with some, like, brain-eating amoeba. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, go see puffin birds. Absolutely. My ancestors used to eat them and their eggs. Climb the cliffs and go eat the puffins. It tastes like chicken. Hitchhike. That's not a bad idea. That'd be cheaper than Amtrak. Throw myself on the mercy of random strangers. I've never picked up a hitchhiker in my life. That's the stuff that horror movies are made out of. I remember I'd seen these chicks hitchhiking with like Daisy Dukes and tube tops and whatnot, and like fish tank pumps. I passed them too. So I knew someone was hiding in the bushes, ready to jump in with them. Can't fool me. Tastes like squab. Yeah, I need a puffin. I'd eat just about anything. I have eaten just about anything. What's in it? There's some fast food chain that's introducing a burger that's made with venison, buffalo, well, bison, and chopped meat, cow. And they're going to try to sell that. Which, makes me question, where they're getting the venison and the bison from. Because us regular people, we got to get permits and buy frickin' Mossio camouflage and, yada, yada, yada. Dough permits and all this other stuff. So where's frickin' McDonald's or Wendy's or whoever's doing it? They can say, well, it's farmed, but it's still regulated. So I'd be curious where they're going to get enough venison to introduce venison burgers. Oh, look, it's the conservatory. The Bellagio Conservatory is right there. They went all mushroomy, all magic mushrooms. I don't know what that has to do with fall. Because, magic mushrooms are year-round. This place was trippy. Me and my bro went in there to go look at nice watches. And the frickin' security guard was, hustling us. He's they're, debating whether to let us in. And then he made us go in the back to look at all their used stuff and whatnot. Like he was getting a commish. That was weird. And they had decent used watches, but not at a decent price point that make me budge. I just felt weird being hustled by a security guard at a high-end watch store. That was quite odd. Really, farm raised by, Native American, that makes sense. Because they don't have to follow the same hunting laws as the U.S. That makes sense, but that's an awful lot of deer to be able to produce them in mass. They don't say what the percentage. They say it's cow, bison, and venison. It could be 90%, 95, and then 5%, 5%. And they just put a little bit in there. But I think they're going to get a lot of protests and shit by, dumbasses. I once fed, my whole clan of friends, elk burgers, elk steak, elk filet mignon at a barbecue. And they were like, oh, that was delicious. Where'd you get this cow? Then I told them it was all elk, and then suddenly they were grossed out. Couple of the wives, not the guys themselves, because they were with me when I killed it. Cool. Yeah, venison jerky is good. I even had that elk made into summer sausage. That was pretty freaking awesome. Used to eat that with every breakfast, fry it up a little bit. Yeah. That's what I made for snacks for my drive to California. I made pepperoni chips, and then I fried some bologna. Fried bologna and fried ham. and I munched on that while we were driving. Delicious, salty, processed goodness. Between this and the Adele concert, this place is cranking. Protesting to no avail. That's how it should be. Like these climate protesters. They're funny. Is that a paper sign you're using, sir? Yes. Well, they cut down a tree for it. They're like, ugh. You see the smoke coming out of their ears. Frickin' yikes. Dumbasses. Oh. 7 cents. Could be me. I never ate an ostrich egg. I wonder what that's like. Aren't they like this? That must hurt. Poor ostriches. Mexico's Independence Day. I like it. I've eaten bison. I've eaten everything. I've eaten snake. I've eaten squirrel, rabbit, bugs. I've eaten everything. I've eaten turtle soup. I've eaten ostrich. I've eaten, yeah. What haven't I eaten? I've eaten elk. I've eaten deer. I've eaten antelope. I've eaten... I ate part of a badger once. Fucking food. Who cares? Venison soaked in wine. I never had moose yet. I never had a moose, but tons of elk. That elk, it was an 8 point, which is 8 times, 2. That was, he dressed out at almost 200 pounds of meat. That was good. And I traded the hide to the guy who butchered it. I don't know if that was the best thing I ever did, but, how else was I going to get it on the plane, that was a little weird. I did save his rack, though. And I made parts of legs for a humidor. I made draw pulls. I gave it to a couple friends of mine. They made knife handles out of the horns, and I got the ivories too. Still, I have those. I've been meaning to put them on a chain. But I went elk hunting a bunch of times. Twice with bow and 2 with pew-pew. I ate a possum. Pop, chocolate covered ants. Well, that's what the government wants us to eat. The government says that they want us all to eat bugs. They want us all to eat bugs soon, because that's going to save the planet. Alright, people. It is 9 o'clock already. I'm going to go do my thing. Let's see. So tomorrow night, we're going to go check out the Bellagio Conservatory. We'll check out, see if they're still hand paying 2 cents or not. I wonder if they come over and they're pissed. They're just like, you asshole. They just come all the way over here with 2 cents, and they'll be like, no money, bro. This is kind of fun. Makes me kind of want to put on a sombrero and chill. Alright, so stay tuned for tomorrow night, but I don't know what time. The only way you're going to find out is you hit that bell button like this. Bang! And like, share, subscribe, and click on all my links. If you want to support me, I'd appreciate it. It's your support that keeps me out here doing all this stuff. I might do 2 live streams tomorrow, 1 from the studio, 1 from the script. I don't know. So, and I appreciate that last minute super chat, and I thank you for our super chatters tonight. And I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you in about 24 hours. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.